We're very fortunate to have Susan Faricio from the Washington Examiner, who has been covering this story for some time now. She's on the line now to tell us a little bit about this hearing yesterday. Susan, every day it seems like there's another drip, another sort of surprising little revelation or admission from the IRS about the Lois Lerner affair.
Right, and I think that, first, good morning, you guys. I just think it's really important that the House is still pursuing this, because we are learning more. The more they dig, the more we find out. Now, as for these missing backup tapes and whether they were destroyed or whether the material was gone forever, there was a hearing earlier this year where Koskinen testified that, and this was a sentence in 2 hours of testimony where it really stuck out in my mind, where he said, we may be able to find some of the missing Lerner emails from 2009 to 2011. He did say that. He said this months ago. He said, we're going to look, it may have been in June. He said, we're going to look for these. It's possible we'll find them. So I'm wondering if he even knew back then that it wasn't entirely true that the hard drive had been destroyed, but maybe these backup tapes would be available to retrieve some of the information from. He did say that. No one followed up on it. It was just one line and lots of testimony that day. And it does just make you wonder, what a mess. Do they even know what they have over at the IRS in terms of, being able to maintain this information that they're, according to the archivists, they're legally obligated to hold on to.
Right.
So I'm really wondering at this point if we are going to begin to see some of these missing emails emerge over the coming months, because the House is not going to let up on this. They've got another hearing scheduled. And I think the only reason why we are potentially going to learn what's in those emails is because these lawmakers are not dropping the matter as much as Democrats would like them to do.
Well, they certainly shouldn't drop it, because every single poll across the political spectrum outside of the Beltway shows that people want, lawmakers to get to the bottom of this. I've been kind of interested to see the disconnect between Democrats on the Hill and their constituency. Their constituents, who are Democrats, want the lawmakers to get to the bottom of this. But what this looks like to me, based on Koskinen's testimony yesterday, Susan, is that it seems like he got some wind that the Inspector General had found some information, so he came back to Congress yesterday to try and get ahead of maybe them finding that information, right, yeah. Clean it up. And the other thing that I wanted to ask you about is one of the striking moments to me yesterday was when he was asked directly if he thought the scratching of the hard drive, considering how difficult it is to get to an internal hard drive, was concerning to him. And he said he didn't know if it was concerning or not.
I think he really doesn't know. Don't forget, he's only been there a few months, and he's come in to kind of clean this up and be the new public face. And I don't think, everyone says he's doing a disastrous job, but how well can you do in this situation? He has inherited really kind of a disaster here, and I'm just not sure what it is he can say or do.
Well, it seems that he doesn't really want to know the answers.
Yeah. Well, he is he's a Democratic donor. He is there in part, I think, to defend the president, defend the IRS, and so that's part of it too. And this whole idea of how it got scratched and. Well, I think this thing I see is a whole big puzzle, and you put it all together, you see these. Okay, you've got Lerner's missing emails. Now we've learned earlier this week, there was a story that I wrote about how there are even more top IRS officials whose emails and whose hard drives were compromised and destroyed. So the list is growing, and it all kind of looks pretty suspicious when you think about it. Suddenly everyone's emails go missing. When the public knows that that's almost impossible these days, given the way technology is.
You mentioned this hard drive issue. Now, what we're talking about here, just so people know, is Lois Lerner's hard drive was recycled. But the testimony that we're beginning to hear now is that the reason that they had to recycle it is because it was scratched, and that they maybe had been able to go on, and there were ways that they could have gotten some of the data off of that, because even though it was scratched, but they decided it wasn't worth the effort, so they recycled it, which means basically grind it into 1,000 bits. But here's a little exchange about that with Koskinen yesterday.
This is an HP laptop. To get to the hard drive, it is no easy task. You've got multiple screws that have to be taken to get to it. Then once you get to that, you actually have a hard drive inside that has 7 more screws that have to be taken off to get to the hard drive in order for it to be scratched. Would that concern you, that if it were indeed scratched, that there may be some other motive?
It would be a piece of information that I assume
Would it concern you? Yes or no?
I wouldn't know whether to be concerned or not.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing, Susan. The question is not, whether or not they should have tried to recover the information on the scratched hard drive. The question really should be, how did the hard drive,
Scratched.
which is inside a computer, and you got to take all these little pieces apart to get to it, how did it get scratched in the first place?
Right, and this is why I think these calls for an outside prosecutor or even somebody who knows how to, examine technology but is independent from the IRS, come in and look at this. That was part of the discussion at the hearing yesterday. And again, Koskinen sidestepped that question and just said, well, the Inspector General is basically their outsider, which is really, as we know, it's ridiculous because the Inspector General is not exactly an independent entity here as much as we would like to think they would be. And so people are really calling for somebody independent to come in and look at this, and because it's the public's not buying it. This whole idea, it looks so suspicious, and it's the IRS of all agencies where they expect you to be scrupulous in maintaining your own records, and it just looks like it's just everything was done and handled in such a sloppy fashion that at this point it does look very suspicious. And he really got nailed yesterday at that hearing. Various lawmakers really just dug into him on this issue, and he didn't come out looking very good, and there'll be more hearings, and I think the public is going to continue to be very interested in exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my curiosity at this point is whether there will at some point be an independent entity brought in to look at this, just because of public pressure and continuing pressure from Congress. And once that happens, I think we may actually get some answers.
Yeah, well, he is new and he is looking at this, but here's a lot of things he could be saying to gain confidence, and he's not doing that. So we'll see where this goes moving forward. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Susan. Appreciate it. Susan Faricio from the
everyone.
Washington Examiner has been covering these IRS hearings. Okay, so question for you. Who do you believe? The Republicans who believe that there is something fishy going on here, or the president who says not one smidgen of corruption?